Welcome back. Can you guys guess what is on my eyes today? I did things a little backwards. I filmed look number one before I did my intro because I wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek. But today I'm going to be doing two looks and showing you guys swatches of the new Wicked Widow The Crow palette. Listen, I'm having so much freaking fun with this so far. I'm really excited to create the next look. But if you guys want to see how I came up with this one and see what I create for look number two, then just keep watching. We don't need to be worried. We don't need lots of money. So tonight put your hands in the air. Act like you just don't care. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Heather. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you guys love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe. Don't forget to click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. But let's talk about this freaking palette. It is so beautiful. I love this movie so freaking much. It's so sad, but it's so good. I have not watched it in a really long time. But when I saw this palette, I lost my mind. There was no way that I couldn't pick it up. This is actually a really nice and large collection. So for me, I was only able to pick up the palette right now. I really do want to pick up some more from this collection when it all gets closer to the pre-order being here. I paid $60 for this palette. I used the code WICKED and I saved some money. I do not have a code with the brand. The packaging on this is really freaking beautiful. The palette is so beautiful. It is not for the faint of heart. You have to like a dramatic or smoky look. I mean, you could get lighter looks with this palette, but not very many. I love that there is so many different formulas in here. You have matte satins, holochromes, duochromes, metallics. It's so freaking beautiful. You also have this iridescent shade up here called Shelly, and I do have it on as a highlight right now. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but this palette is freaking gorgeous. I'm so happy to have it in my collection, and I'm excited to show you guys how I created this look, and I'm excited to create the next one. But let me know down below if you've picked up this palette and what do you think of it. What is your favorite palette from Wicked Widow? I would love to know what I'm missing out on and what I should be picking up. But let's go ahead and get into look number one. And I'm going to show you guys how I created this. So for this look, I really want to play with the grays and the blacks. And then I'm going to pick a shimmer for the lid. And I think I have a pretty good idea with what I want to do with that. These looks are going to be really smoky. So prepare yourself. You guys know I'm in freaking heaven over here. But I'm going to use a large blending brush and then go into this shade here called Trivial Things. So pretty. First, I need to tap out this eyeshadow primer. But I'm just going to put this all along the crease here. Been really into the grays lately, and it blows my freaking mind. That smoky look I did with one of the new Nomad Air palettes made me so freaking happy. I loved it so much. But I've always kind of shied away from gray eyeshadow. And now I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? This palette is freaking beautiful too. I think they really nailed it. I'm so excited. This shade here called Vengeance is one of the most beautiful holochromes I've ever seen. And you guys know lately I've been freaking obsessed with holochromes. This is my first time trying Wicked Widow as well. So I'm really excited to finally get to try out this beautiful brand. There's been a few palettes they've come out with that I've wanted, but for one reason or another, I wasn't able to pick them up when they were released. Next, I'm going to go in with this shader brush from GLAMLITE, and I want to pick up this shade here called Iron Gates, and I'm going to put this along the crease. I also wanted to see what you guys thought. So we have a few new releases coming out, and I'm not going to be able to pick them up on the release day. Like the GLAMLITE Fresh Prince, I'm sick over that collection because I'm not able to pick it up right now. I will have to pick it up in like a week. And the new palette from Simply Posh, I can't pick up on the release day, which I think is also today. But let me know like how interested you guys are in seeing videos with them, because if you really want to see looks with them, I might pick them up anyways. I typically don't do that because it's a lot harder to get people to click on a video when they've already seen so many videos of them. But I really do want both of those collections, but I might skip them if you guys aren't really interested. So just let me know what you think of it down below. Now I'm going to go back in with this large blending brush, no added product, and I'm just going to blend this out. I will say these mattes are freaking effortless, which makes me super happy. Now I'm going back into Iron Gates, and look how like well this is building on itself. It's really nice. It's a very nice matte formula, which makes me super happy. Ooh, I'm bringing on the smokiness. Now I want to use that same GLAMLITE brush. I'm going to go into Revenge and add this here. I'm going to drag it up into the crease, but because I'm going to make this even darker with this black. But for now, this is just going to add some freaking drama. So I fell on the stairs today, which is fan-freaking-tastic. My foot, when it hit the floor, it slid. So my other leg folded behind me, and then I slid down the bottom 2 steps. And I have like 6 busted veins, one on my arm, which I don't know if you guys can even see it. Probably not. It's right here. It's like the hugest freaking knot, and it hurts so bad. And I have another one on my wrist, one on my ankle, skinned my foot all up. It's been one of those freaking mornings, but it's nothing that some really good eyeshadow therapy cannot help. I freaking love eyeshadow. Makes me so happy, but I'm not going to lie. I'm getting a little too old to be falling down steps, and it freaking sucks. Now I'm going to pick up some more of Trivial Things. I really want to watch this movie. It's been a really long time. I'm going to run through and do the same thing on the lower lash line real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I really freaking love this. I just did the same thing on the lower lash line as I did up top. Now I want to add in some more drama, so I'm going into the shade Crow, which is just a very pigmented matte black. And I'm just going to put this here on the outer corner. I kind of want to drag it out at an angle, and I'm going to use the very tip of this brush to also smoke out this lower lash line a little more. This color story is not for the person looking for a simple eye look. This is a very dramatic palette, and I freaking love it. You could do more simple looks with it, but it's not really made to be that. This is it for the matte situation right now, but I'm going in with some NYX glitter glue on my BH Cosmetics packing brush, and I'm just gonna place this on the lid everywhere I plan on putting down the shimmers. Okay, so I truly cannot express how much I would just love to put this on the lid. I think that would be really cool, but I think I'm not going to do that because I also really want to use this shade down here called Vengeance. It's that hollow chrome, and I think I'm going to do some of Angel's on the lid as well, and maybe a little bit of Shelly in the inner corner. Oh, I love Shelly. That story, the movie is just so freaking sad, but it's so good. But I'm going to start out with Vengeance. Oh, God, that's so freaking gorgeous. But I'm going to put this here on the outer corner. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like little rainbow reflex in it. It is so freaking beautiful. I've never done a look like this either, which is really fun. You know what would be really cool? Devil's Night. That would be beautiful too. Ooh. I still think I'm going to use Angels. This really pretty, beautiful shade here. It's like a blue to purple, and the glitter reflects in it are freaking stunning. But I'm going to put this here on the lid. It's like a steely blue. It's so beautiful. I'm going to use my pinky to get it closer to the inner corner. And then I will pick up some of Vengeance on one finger and then Angels on the other. And then I'm just going to do the thing where I like to tap over, try to get these two blend. So beautiful. But now I'm going to use my brush, my packing brush, and pick up more of that shade Angels, that blue one. And I just want to tap some of this right down here. But now I want to brighten up my inner corner just a little. So I'm just going to use this pencil brush and go into the shade here called Shelly. And I'm plop a little bit of this here in the inner corner. This shade is beautiful as well. It would be a gorgeous highlighter. That is so freaking beautiful. But I already have on this highlighter from Fenty. I love it so much. It's the Demi Glow. So beautiful. Oops, I just smashed it. Smushed it. But I want to try to layer some of the shade Shelly on top of it. I think it's really pretty, and I think it might make a really good highlighter. Oh, yeah. And I was very correct. But here is the eye before lashes and liner and all the stuff. I will be right back with the other eye complete and show you guys the finished look, and then we'll get into look number 2. And here is the finished look with lashes and everything. This look is so freaking gorgeous. So smoky and sexy and beautiful. I love it so much. In my waterline, I'm wearing the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Prance. I will have everything on my face linked down below. But so far, I'm really loving the formula that Wicked Widow has. I think it's freaking fantastic. And this palette is such a freaking blast. I cannot wait to play with the reds. And we will do that in look number 2. But let me know what you guys think of this one down below. I am back for look number 2. It's actually the next day. I'd planned on doing the next look that night, but got a little sidetracked. So I'm back today to do look number 2. I'm really excited. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a different like technique and stuff. But look, now you guys can see that bruise. Man, that freaking hurts from where I fell on the steps. And that's the good bruise. You should see my legs. They're jacked up. But I already have all my brushes out, and I think I'm going to do a halo eye. I don't do them nearly enough. I know I did one recently, I think in my Nomad video, but I really wanted to do one for this look as well. So I think I'm going to start out with a smaller brush. What do I want to use? I'm going to start out with this small shader brush from Moda, and I'm going to go into this matte red called Forever, and I'm going to just place this here in the inner corner. In my lips, I used 3 different Unearthly Cosmetics lip liners. I'll have them linked down below to create this lip, and I love it so freaking much. But I knew this look was going to be dramatic. Plus, I did a black lip in the first look, so I didn't want to do it again. So I went for a nude. I really love those cool tone browns from Unearthly. But now I'm going to place this here in the outer corner. And I like to do mine at a slant if you're new here. I think it looks better on my eye shape, especially where my eyes are hooded slightly at the ends. It just seems to be more flattering on me. But I'm really excited. I had so much fun playing with this palette yesterday. I really am enjoying this formula a lot. That look wore so beautifully and it performed so well. I'm so excited to finally be getting the opportunity to try out Wicked Widow. And I'm going to leave it something like that for now. Then I'm going to go in with this larger shading brush. It is from the Glamlite Friday the 13th collection. And I'm just going to really blend this out. This is just going to be my base color for this look. And you can see I'm like kind of sweeping it in a little towards the center because I do want a little color there. And I think I'm going to pick up just a little more of this and take it in a little further. And you see how well that just layered on itself. I love an eyeshadow that layers. Now I'm going to pick up a little more on this brush and deepen it up. Like, look how well. And then again, I'm just going to blend this out. Make sure it's up at an angle. I wish I had a red highlighter, but I don't think I do. And I think that would be really pretty. Right now, I just have on all the same products I wore yesterday. Makes it a lot easier in the description box for me and for you. So I just cleaned this brush off on my Sigma switch, but I want to go in with some of this shade here called Immortal. And I'm going to do the same thing and just really deepen this up. Now I'm going to go back in with this Glamlite brush. And I'm going to use this to blend on the edges. I really like this brick red color. It's really beautiful. And for this to work so well on my very fair skin, just goes to show like how easy this formula is to work with. I'm going to do the same exact thing down on the lower lash line with this small Moda brush. And now I'm going to go in with some more of that brick red Immortal and do the same thing. Okay, now I really want to smoke this out a lot more. So I really want to use this brown shade here called Believe. I really want to use this one too, but I don't really know how I could bring it into this look. But it's like a satin shade. It's really pretty. But for now, I'm going to go into Believe. I cleaned this brush off on my Sigma switch too. But I'm just doing the same thing, bringing in some of that depth. Man, these mattes are freaking effortless. Now I'm going to go back in with a larger shader brush and just blend on the edges of this. I think I want to add some more of the brown, but I'm going to do it with this brush. Now I'm going to go in with my large blending brush from Singe Beauty, and I want to pick up a little more of this shade Forever. And I'm just going to tap off the brush again. And I'm going to just go over all this and make sure it's really like buffed out around the edges. Now I'm going to go in with my Cinch Beauty E07 and pick up some more of Believe, and I just want to run this along the lower lash line. I always make mine connect on the lower lash line. I just like the way that looks better on me. So now that I have that, I want to go in with my Sigma pencil brush, and I'm going to use some of the black called Crow, and I'm just going to put this at the very edges of the inner and outer corner. Now I'm going to go in with some NYX glitter glue on the lid, and I'm going to use my finger to apply it, just mainly in the center, and then I'll use my finger to tap around the edges. I think even that alone looks really cool, but that's just me. Now I want to go in with some of Vengeance, and I'm going to put this on the edges of the black matte. I may have to go back in with that black matte to blend these two together. But then I want to pick up Visions, and I'm going to put that on the edge of this deeper matte and closer to the center of the lid. Actually, I'm going to add a little in the center. Now I'm going to use my finger and pick up some of Shelly, and I'm going to tap this in the very center. Actually, let me spray it with some setting spray on a brush. That way I can make it more precise. So I'm just going to use my BH Cosmetics packing brush and pick some up. And then I'll just spray it with my setting spray. I wanted a little more, so I picked up some of Devil's Night on my finger, this silver shade, and I'm just tapping that here in the center. Okay, so I tapped back over that red with a little bit of the shade down here called Gabriel, and I think I like it better now than what I did. There was just something about the color combo and maybe even the placement that I really wasn't crazy about, but I think it's better now. I love halo eyes on other people. They just don't, I feel like they don't look as good on me, but it's still fun to try something different. But hopefully with some lashes and liner, this look will be even better. But I'm going to go put on lashes and liner and do the other eye off camera, and I will be right back to talk about this palette. And I'm back with the finished look. I really, really love it with the lashes. I think it's so freaking beautiful, so sultry. I just had so much fun creating it. And honestly, I really cannot wait to create some more looks with this palette. But in my waterline, I did like a little spotlight. I used the ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Swerve, the black one. And then I used the shade Kicker in the middle, which is a really cool silver. I think it added a really cool effect to the eye look. But you guys are going to have to let me know down below which look was your favorite. What do you think of this one? At first, I was a little unsure, but now that it's complete, I'm really into it. I like it. I think it's beautiful and goes so great with this freaking lip combo. But now let's talk about this palette. So first of all, the packaging on this is freaking gorgeous. The letters down here are raised. I really like that added touch. The mirror is beautiful as well. I still have my sticker on mine. But this matte formula is freaking incredible. These shimmers are Really smooth, but highly reflective. So freaking beautiful. I had so much fun with this. I really cannot wait to pick up some more stuff from Wicked Widow. So be sure to let me know down below what's your favorite palette from the brand. Have you even tried them yet? If not, I highly recommend it. It's such a great formula. And like I said earlier, the longevity on them is pretty great as well. But thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you picked up this palette. And if you haven't yet, I hope you will subscribe. But until next time, bye.